The majority of the black race is not intelligent. Now, for those of you who just heard that, I know some of you might hang up. Some of you might be like aghast at what you just heard. You might think, oh, who is this guy, the intellectual, saying that, the majority of the black race is not intelligent? Listen to me and bear with me before you hang up, before you get insulted, before you get pissed off and, talking about who is this guy, is he who he think he is? Is he some so-called educated Negro that's saying this? For those of you who haven't heard this broadcast before, reason why I say that is because the majority of the black race are not independent, nor are they natural thinkers, right? When you are not an independent thinker or a natural thinker, you are by nature or by definition, real definition, not intelligent. You got black people who are educated, and you got black people who are conscious. But very few are intelligent. We're going to explain that tonight as we reveal the knowledge of Mentellect for those of you I've given bits and pieces of the knowledge of Mentellect to. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is State of Mentel Radio, and tonight we're talking about the new knowledge of Mentellect, the true way of life, the real way of life for the new and intelligent black people, so-called black people, right? Because in the knowledge of Mentellect, we acknowledge that an evolution is taking place, right? There's an evolution taking place amongst the black race right now at this moment, in the present future. When I say the present future, I mean we in the present who are moving into the future, because you have many of our people who are in this present state and they are not moving anywhere. They're either stuck in the past or they're stuck in the present. They're not moving in the present future. Those are three different states. You got people, what I mean people who are stuck in the past, I mean people who are still acting and doing the same things they were doing 10, 15, 20 years ago, or thinking the same way. All right? These are people who are caught in the past. Then you have those who are caught in the present, meaning that they're focused so hard on things that are going on, situations that are going on around them, to where they're not really seeing what's actually going on. You can be in a situation and you could be looking at it, and looking at it being at a part of that situation, but you don't truly see what's going on there. It's like the analogy of being able to hear, but you're not listening. You can hear it. You hear sounds, but you're not comprehending what you're hearing. It's not going in. You're not able to get what's being said. So things get lost in translation, in a mental translation. That's what happens with people who are caught in the past and in the present. They don't understand people who are based in the future, in the present future. Mentellect is knowledge that is based in the present future. People who are moving in the present future are thinking on this level. This is not a philosophy of mine. This is not a personal opinion or anything, though people would like to connect that to me. But I tell people I'm not that smart. I'm just a receiver, one who receives higher intelligence, one who is in tune. Those who are in tune to receive higher knowledge or future knowledge or higher intelligence are people who are mentalists, or people who acknowledge the power of Mentellect. Right? They are people who are living the knowledge of Mentellect. They are engulfing it within themselves. People who are living into the future, who are not thinking as the people of the past and of the present. They're thinking way beyond. When I did the Supermen conference, the Supermen, Superwomen project, I mean to say, I put on the flyer, Black Superman, Black Superwoman. And on the flip side of the card, I said, from black men to supermen, from black women to superwomen. What did I mean by that? What I meant was that an evolution is taking place in the black race, a mental evolution, right? Where in the future, or moving into this future of the black race will cease to exist. And what I mean by that is the black mentality, the divisions, all of the things that define you as being black here will cease to exist. You understand? And a newer race will come out of that black race. Because when I say black race, I'm talking about people who are in darkness, people who are in ignorance, people who now follow the ways of the white man and the rest of the races, people who are not living up to their true intellectual power, people who are not living up to their true solar energy power, solar intelligence. You understand? People who have dropped the ball since ancient Egypt and stopped with the achievement of the people. They stopped with the evolution. They're not, our people, so-called black people, are not living up to this evolution that was started. When we were building empires and kingdoms and things like that from Egypt to Sumeria, we're no longer living up to that. Or so-called black people are no longer living up to that. They dropped the ball. Why? Because they accepted the ideas of other people. They have become educated. They have become conscious. Two things, or two states of thinking that are governed by the white man and the other races. So therefore, that renders you void of being intelligent, because now you're no longer thinking on your own. Right? When you're no longer thinking on your own, you're not responsible for your future. There is really no future for you, because the future is dictated by how these people who control your way of thinking think and what they give you to think about, i.e. your education, which is controlled by past ways of thinking, curriculums that were set up for you to follow. You're given consciousness, where you find conspiracies and things that are going on in the present day, and you're focusing on news and politics, all these things that are farce and that are made up to lead you or distract you in a different direction, to get you from focusing in on your intelligence. Our true way of thinking is supposed to be future thought, mentellect, thinking into the future, advanced thinking, so that would put us ahead of everybody else, as we once were in the past. But the black race, they would rather be entangled continuously in a power struggle and emotional struggle with the white race. In fact, your whole identity as a black race is defined by the white man. Your revolutions, your anger, your movement, everything is defined or connected to the white race and other people. Without the so-called white race to be connected to, the black race would have no real presence in the society. And like I said, I know that'll piss a lot of people off, because they emotional, they angry, they're not listening, but it's the truth. Today, the black race does nothing that is really no different than the white race. You think like them, you act like them, your concerns are their concerns. You're constantly in a struggle to be like them. You want something from them. You feel they owe you something. You constantly want to be entangled in a cycle of racism, madness, and things with these people, rather than to move beyond and past these people. Forget these people and focus on your own evolution. The majority of our people don't want to do that. When you brothers is in the hood smoking weed, doing all the stuff you doing, when those are your educated people. These are the people who've been educated on how to be niggas. Educated are not the people who are just in the colleges. Educated is those people who have been trained to think a certain way, think on a certain level, and that's your black race. That is your educated people. Your conscious people are people who've been trained to react to certain situations in society and think that they are half awake when they are actually more asleep. They're not seeing what's taking place here, because their focus is still on the other races, still on the white man. It's not on the evolution of themselves. That's why you don't see any conscious movements or any so-called conscious organizations that are actually making a difference in the lives of so-called black people, because their focus is on the white man. It always comes back to the white man, whether you're educated, whether you're conscious. But when you are intelligent, that deals totally with you. There is no more drawing the line between the two, us versus them. That's over. It's all about you. It's all about your intelligence. You understand? It's all about a new person rising out of the darkness, rising out of the black prison. See, because as long as we are connected to that black dynamic, as long as we are connected to that whole terminology of black and African and all these things, it's limiting our people, and it's constantly putting us at odds against the damn white man. Everything with us is us and versus them. So it's like we're married. We at war. We want to interact. We want to fight. It's all, whether you're fighting them, whether you're in peace with them, it's still interaction. You understand that? The bright race, the ones who will come after the black race, who will come out of the black race, those are your intelligent people who will gain power and will succeed in the world to come, in the present and in the future world to come, without this cycle of madness with the white man and the other races. You will succeed independently and evolve on your own. That's the people that the knowledge of mental elect is for. It is for the mentally elect, those who are chosen, those who are independent and intelligent thinkers, people who are pulling in future thought. Because in the future, the black race doesn't exist. I'm going to say it again. In the future, the black race doesn't exist. Why do I say that? For you people who are connected, like I said, who are emotional, who are caught up in that whole black thing, in the future, the black race doesn't exist because right now, the black race, the whole identity of the black race is still based on white people and their interaction with white people. So now you got, in this day and time, white people, your elite white people, they're getting ready to leave the planet. They're getting ready to go elsewhere. They're disconnecting themselves with the so-called black race. I spoke about this man by the name of Richard Branson, right? And his Virgin Shuttle thing. His Virgin Shuttle thing. He's collecting the $35 for the 4G plans and things like that. He's going into space on the Virgin Shuttle. Now here he is, a billionaire white businessman, right? And he's selling tickets on a space shuttle. He already owns Virgin Airlines. Now he's got the Virgin Space Shuttle. All right? Now, when you hear the word shuttle, what does that mean? It means to shuttle you from one place to another. To shuttle you or to take you or transport you from one place to another. What does that mean? That means that they are going someplace. Your elite, rich white people are leaving the planet. Okay? They're leaving. They already got Mars set up for them. They got planets that they've been talking about in their movies. They got them set up already. They already built colonies on these planets. And they're leaving. And they're not going to take care of the black race anymore. They're not going to feed you anymore. They're not going to give you any jobs anymore. They're not going to give you any more 401k plan. That's over. They're not going to give you a system to con and hustle. You understand that? That's over. That's coming to an end. He's showing you in his movies already to prepare you. You understand? That's what's taking place right now. The so-called black race, because they are in darkness, they don't see that. Because they're so busy being the black race that they're not understanding that they're actually solar beings or solar intelligent beings, and they're not seeing the messages in the light that's coming forward to them right now. So that renders them hopelessly unintelligent. It renders them hopelessly ignorant. When they called you black people, they called you people black because they meant that you were in darkness, not because you were physically black. Because as I said, no one is physically black. In the future, the black race, the majority, does not exist. That's why you look in the white man's futuristic movies, and he don't show y'all nowhere. In Star Trek, he showed you who was only there, the black woman. All right? That's who they're interested in taking with them. You didn't see the black man. You see maybe a black woman, one or two. So when they take you with them, they're going to even take you in limited numbers. But see, the black race, first thing they'll say is if the white man leaves the planet or he goes elsewhere and cuts them off, they're going to say, well, what we going to do? You're going to die. Why? Because you can't think on your own. You've been trained not to think on your own. You can't think on your own without the assistance of the white man. And you prove that every day. But people who are thinking beyond the white man, People who don't no longer want to interact with him, who are not looking for handouts, who are not sitting around here, the white man, America, and all that damn stupidity, who are not sitting around here mad at the white man because he won't let you in. They are thinking higher on the level of intellect. They're thinking beyond the white man, beyond the human race. They are advancing and evolving into a new race, into the present future, a continuous race of people. That's taking place. That's coming together. The knowledge of intellect came to an elect group of people within the black race. And that goes for the Latinos, to our Latino brothers who know they and sisters who know they of the black race, and all our people all over the world. This is what the 144,000 was actually and really talking about in the book of Revelation. An elect people who would have the name of God in their forehead, meaning that name of Amen, the true and living God's name, Amen, which is represented by a race. And that God race is constantly making room or evolving one group of people out of another. That's constantly happening. One group of people is always going off of the planet, or the majority of people will never make it to the next level. Certain people, the majority of people will die off, and the chosen few who are mentally stronger, physically stronger, and fitting together, who are not doing what the populace of the people are doing from the past and from the present, but they are moving in the future. They have separated themselves. Those are the people who are going to come together, where there will be no division mentally or physically. There will be one flag, one people, one new state, one new nation, and they're going to move forward together. All the rest of this madness, your religion, your philosophy, your opinions won't mean a goddamn thing. See, because that's the confusion that's going on in the black race. See, there's so much confusion that you can't teach the black race about the future because they're caught in the past and in the present. There's no future for them. Any people that can, you look at any so-called black movement out here today, do you hear anybody talking about the future? You hear them talking about their gripes with the white man. You hear them talking about they got a problem with the white man, or the white man is the devil, or they still talking about Egypt and Africa and how things used to be, instead of making things better for the future. When I did the Superman, Superwoman project yesterday, I made a big mistake. Well, no, I'm not even going to say I made a big mistake. Something good actually happened. There was a so-called black woman, you understand, in the audience. And I had a few brothers and sisters came out who listened to the broadcast, so they were on the same page with me when I was describing the evolution of our people. Because in the Superman, Superwomen project, I talk about teaching my people urban survival and future elevation and things like that, thinking faster than the average man and the average woman and things like that, and basically severing yourself from the black race. That's what I teach, because the black race is not going to think on a higher level. It's going to be people that are coming out of the black race, elite people, elect people who are going to think faster, who are not doing what the majority of the black race are doing. They're not going to be sitting around talking about the NBA playoffs and smoking weed and sitting around with a bunch of niggas talking nonsense. They're not going to be mentally weak and fall victim to with a bunch of people who are basically not doing anything for the future, who have no ambition or are not progressing or feel they are progressing by the measure of the white man because they got a job or they got a college degree or something like that. That's not progress. I sat up here and entertained in the project yesterday. I entertained the mad ravings of a black woman, right, a so-called black woman, who wanted to sit up there and say that I was being elitist for saying that I'm not interested in teaching intellect to the black race. She didn't listen to what I said. I said the black race is not able to receive future intelligence. I said it will be certain people from amongst the black race who will come out of the black race who will think into the future. But at this present stage in time, when I'm talking about the black race is not able to receive it, that's because they're in darkness, because they're caught in the past and in the present. They can't think into the future. They'll listen to you talk. She sat there, and that proves that many of the people that came to the broadcast, they are evolving into a bright race of people because they sat there and they listened and they got everything I said. She was the only one that sat there and heard the exact same thing and did not get it. She put words in my mouth I wasn't saying. She got emotional and all this madness because the black race will not be able to speak the same language as the bright race after a while. We'll be talking English or what appears to be English, but they're not going to get it. You could be saying the simplest things, but they're going to get it in a whole different way because your conversations will take on a futuristic tone. What do I mean by that? I said that the English race is the English language, so-called English language, is evolving because the so-called English language is a Mendelian language. It is a future language. All languages on the planet were from the Mendelians, the God race, the almond beings, and it was going through an evolution. All right? And in this evolution, our language is starting to differ. You're going to start to see, while I kept talking about the bright race coming out of the black race, you're going to see it actually happening. The brothers and sisters, they saw it. Those of you out there in the chat room, tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm lying when you start to see the black woman separating from the bright race. You start to see the split. You start to see people who were thinking versus people who were believing versus people who were caught in past ways of thinking, where all they got to look forward to, make reference to, is the white man's past knowledge. The black race has nothing to stand on. Hell, the so-called white man has nothing to stand on because everything he comes with is BS. He knows it. That's why he always talks about future intelligence. That's why the white man talks. He knows that he ain't talking about nothing. He knows what he talk about is BS. He knows that he understands that his philosophies are just that and his theories are just that. But to the nigger woman, to the nigger man, they don't get it. They think because the white man said it, it's real. It's from heaven. It's from God. And in their mind, they believe that. And I don't care how much they say, oh, the white man's the devil. No, you don't believe that, nigga. He's your God, and whatever he say, you believe it. You accept it, and you'll bring it into our class, into our project, and you'll try to throw it against what I'm saying because we moving into the future. We thinking on our own. And the nigger woman was frazzled. She was frazzled by her emotions and her thick-headedness. You're right, brother. Thick-headedness. What is a thick head? Nothing can go inside of a thick head. That's the majority of your black race today. You understand that? I told her in the beginning, I said in the beginning, I'm not interested in teaching the black race. I'm interested in teaching the bright race that's coming out of the black race. Because the black race, first of all, they can't even get along. They can't cooperate with each other. It's too much confusion. They're not smart enough to see that all this confusion, all their philosophies, their religious beliefs, and everything else came from the white man. So it was meant to, of course, it's going to be confusion. You understand that? When we all supposed to be, if we talk about future thought, we all supposed to be on the same page. We all supposed to be going through this evolution together, but that's not going to happen. I told her, what sense does it make for me to teach future knowledge to people who are not even going to be here? You understand that? If the white man leaves tomorrow and the so-called black race was left in charge, there'd be chaos. Let's be for real. Because the majority of you all, you saw how the majority of our people was acting during the time when there was no police around. Hell, you see how our people act when there is police around. Can you imagine the time the white man abandons this planet and goes and gets on that goddamn Virgin shuttle and leaves here? It'll be chaos. Some black people are going to know how to conduct themselves, but y'all really of the bright race, but you won't know it. You'll still hang around the damn black race and try to be with them until they cast you out because you're not acting like a damn fool with them because you're not going to be running around robbing and raping and fighting and all this stupid stuff like what you see the black race doing today. Like you see in New Orleans where these niggas were sitting up here raping women and stuff like that. People drowning in the damn water. You had a few righteous brothers out there trying to get people to safety and doing the right thing, but you people are of the bright race. In the time of chaos, you were thinking. You were trying to do something for your people. But the majority of these niggas, they not about that. The water coming up to their necks, they trying to steal cars. They trying to steal TVs. The very world that they were living in was coming to an end right there. That was their last day on earth. Them people in Haiti, niggas was out there doing the same thing, robbing, raping. What good is any of that stuff you doing that you stealing gonna do for you when you're dying right now? Your world is coming to an end, but these niggas are stealing cars, raping women. Why? Because when no law and order is around to keep these people in order, they're gonna act out of order because they've inherited the nature of the humans, the beast, to act like beast. And a lot of our people don't want to change that. You look in the so-called urban areas, shooting each other down, selling drugs to each other, getting high to where you niggas can't even stand up straight or have a real conversation. You mean to tell me you think that teaching people like that about mental and surviving in the future is something that's supposed to be done? Will these people survive in the future? Do they deserve to survive? Hell no. Hell no. And for you people that got a problem with that, for you people that don't think that you're better than that, you're better than the chick who on welfare who want to ride the system, and you trying to go to school to better yourself. If you trying to be a doctor or a lawyer and you trying to make a difference, versus her who just want to ride the system for the rest of her goddamn life. You understand? Or sit around and talk. You niggas talking about NBA playoffs and trying to get some ass versus the men who want to really stand up and do something for their people and be real men to their women and to their families. Do you really think y'all the same people because you got the same skin complexion? You think you the same people? No. What separates you is how you think. That is the differentiation between a black race and a bright race, one who was an intelligent race. I came here to teach a bright race of people. I will never in my goddamn life in these projects ever placate to the goddamn black woman or the black man again. If you not about the evolution of our people and putting away that black title and stop and you not about you still want to keep doing the same things, then don't come to our projects. Don't listen to my radio broadcast. I don't want nothing from you. When the nigga woman got up and walked out, I was happy. I wish she would have did it earlier because I felt the energy coming off her. I felt the ignorance coming off her. She wasn't trying to listen. She came there full of pride, ego, and filled up on the white man's BS education and his conscious garbage that she couldn't receive mental. She couldn't receive future knowledge. She came in there saying, "Oh, I want to learn urban farming and all that." And I told her, I said, "You can go learn urban farming anywhere. We just said that to get our people to come out because we're interested in the future thinkers. You didn't get it when we put supermen and superwomen on it. Obviously, that would be future people coming and transforming into something. Hello, that's obviously not the black race." And I said early on, I'm not interested in teaching this knowledge of mental to the black race because they're not going to get it anyway. It's useless. It's like walking up to a damn Chinaman and trying to speak English and he ain't never heard it. He don't know a lick of English. That's how it's going to come. He'll hear you. He'll hear you talking, but he won't understand nothing you're saying. That's what happened. That's the division we've been talking about. It's for the elect. It is the new order for the intelligent ones of our people. It is the bright knowledge for the intelligent ones of our people. I wanted to talk more about the environmental soldiers, and I'm going to do that in the next project. But I said I got a remedy for all that, for the black people that's coming, the people who are black-minded, meaning those who are in the darkness. When I say you niggas who are black-minded, for all you niggas who are on that silliness of, oh yeah, black power, brother, and all of that black-minded crap. For you niggas that's black-minded, you educated niggas, you conscious niggas, and I called you niggas. You understand? Who are into that madness. You're not going to understand this knowledge of the future thinker, where we're thinking beyond the white man. See, you don't exist if there's no beef between you and the white. You take the white man out the equation, you niggas cease to exist. You have nothing to talk about, and I proved it. Because you snatch the white man away, you snatch away his philosophies and everything else, you niggas don't got a leg to stand on. If you snatched away his revolutionary talk of the 50s, then you niggas in the 60s wouldn't have had nothing to talk about when you was talking about your black revolutionary garbage. And you still carry it to this day. You still got young black people in their 20s and their 30s still talking about that madness from the past. They They're not focused on the future. They still talking about Ankhs and Africa, or they sitting up here talking about Nicki Minaj. To them, that's the real world. Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne and smoking weed. To them, that's real. That's the real world. Them or they Jesus Christ, or they bull crap Muhammad. That's real to them. Or they bull crap Islam and they Judaism and they Christianity and they man-made religion. That's real life to them. So no, these people will not receive future knowledge. You understand that? They're not going to receive that. They're not going to be able to get it. So like I told her, I said, it's a waste of time teaching you this. You understand? They're not going to agree with it. They're not going to get it. It's going to come a time where the God race, the almond beings, are going to wake up. And they're waking up right now. And you're going to look at the black race in disgust. You're going to sever your ties with them. You're going to be prepared to receive solar knowledge. I wanted to start teaching on the 121 dimensions, but I couldn't even do it. I had to stop. Because I knew, like I said, I felt that negative energy there in the room, and she already didn't know what the hell we was talking about. She was frazzled. It wasn't from the white man, so she didn't get it. That wasn't going in their head. Their mind is closed to anything that's not from the white man. That's pretty much how the black race works. That's how they work in a nutshell. If it's not from the white man, they don't get it. You understand that? Mentellect is future thought, bright knowledge. The evolution of a bright race. That is future knowledge after the black race is gone. After the mentality of the black race is gone. After the numbers of the black race is cleared out. Because she sat up here and said, oh, well, that's not a new idea about the population being destroyed. I said, no, that's not the new idea. I didn't say that was new. Of course the population been getting destroyed. She sat up here and mentioned Karl Marx, some dead white man. And what he said, like I said, because the nigga always run back to the white man. Because they can't think on their own. I said, no, I didn't say that was new. I said devastation and destruction of the planet on the soil, or the top, on the top soil of the planet has been going on since the beginning of time, since the dinosaurs. I said that. That's been going on. Before Karl Marx said anything about it, but notice how she keyed in on Karl Marx. Hell, the Egyptians talked about the end of the world. The Sumerians, the Mayans, all these people talked about the end of a world. You understand? But they never talked about what happens next. Who evolves out of that? Karl Marx and all these people talking about the white man, the human race. They're not talking about us. You understand? We're not included in the evolution. Or their so-called, what they think the evolution is going to be. We're not included in their evolution or their revolution. Because there really is no evolution for the human race. Mentellect teaches the bright race, the Mentellians, how to survive and live in the future. Because it's going to be a totally different world to come. Mentellect is future thought. It is universal new knowledge. Okay? Mentellect is universal new knowledge for a new world order, a next world order that's coming in, that's being prepared, you understand, by the God race. And the instrument of destruction, however, has to be put down. People have to be sacrificed in that evolution, ignorant ones, so that the intelligent can live. They can move on. We can eat new foods. We can advance in our way of thinking. We can build new schools. We can develop our mental capabilities, our physical capabilities, or what I refer to as our mentorial capability. Mentorial. New word from the state of mental, from the knowledge of mentellect and the Mentellian race. Our Mentellian language. That's what we're coming to. A totally mental race of beings. That's what I'm advocating the survival of. I told a nigga woman, and I'm saying it, the black woman, the nigga woman, and the nigga man too, there's no place for you in the mental world. There's no place for you in the race of the Mentellians and the bright race. You don't resonate. You don't register. Don't think you register and resonate because of the complexion of your skin. That's like bringing a damn Neanderthal man back in this present day and time. Everybody gonna be like, what the hell is that? Get that out of here. That's how the black race gonna be in the future. Mark my words. Because you're gonna be in a state of ignorance. The bright race is going to take on a different look. Though we're going to still resemble so-called black, brown, whatever people, but our features are going to turn different. They're going to become more stronger, brighter. You understand? We're going to become more light-formed beings. You're going to see a bright light on our face. And no, I'm not talking about light skin and dark skin for the simple-minded Negroes. You understand that? The Mentalian race is going to be able to correct anything based on mental power and the absorption of the sunlight that's coming to the planet. You're going to be able to meld your light energy into your physical state. I'm not going to go too fast now, but I'm letting you know this is what the knowledge of Mentellect is bringing to our people in the future. I see it. It's not me making up stuff, and I'm making up stuff. But to the simple-minded nigga who can't see it, of course I'm making up it's my philosophy and whatnot. Cause you accept. But you know what? You know how simple-minded niggas is? They'll say, oh, that's your philosophy, and you made it up. Why? For what? Let me see if I get this straight. It's my philosophy. Why did I make up a philosophy? To make money? I spent $250 out of my pocket to rent a room in which I collected approximately $30 or $40 to teach a philosophy of my own to make money. What was the point of me doing that? You understand? What was the point of me doing that? What was the point of me renting out a space and putting $250 for 4 hours to teach my people something if I was in it for money and only got $50 back from my people? Because I wasn't trying to just get money. It wasn't about money. Never is. For the intelligent ones. For the niggas who are educated and conscious about money with them. So they don't understand nothing like this or why I'm doing this. I see the bigger picture. I can see it. You niggas can't. I said the solar intelligence, that light energy, that light solar shower that's coming here is going to bring future intelligence with it in that light. You understand that? It's going to bring a new water stream, new water system. Everything's coming here. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's going to bring advanced knowledge. It's going to change. It's going to change the mental perception of the bright race, because there will be no more black race. There will be pretty much no more human race. The black race is now officially part of the human race. The ones who are caught in that state of that state of darkness, you're part of the human race. But I teach the bright race is the part of the almond race. They'll accept that we're not part of the human race. The majority of Negroes you are. That's to fool you. We will mold this light, and this light will expand us, and it will work in unison with our solar plex. This energy will shape a new people, and we will meld it or mold it into our physical being. But certain things have to happen first. I will tell you all what will happen, but I only want people who are listening to this broadcast, people who are on board with this, to attend the next stage of the Supermen, Superwomen project. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. See, because the human race is already in stage 3 to 4 of their planned evolution on the planet. They got Richard Branson, got the space shuttle ready. That just show you they making it a regular thing. They just showing you they making it a regular thing. You understand that? It's going to be beyond alkaline. Alkaline is the first stage of the new water that's coming. Just as a new solar system is coming here, just as the solar showers are coming to deliver messages of bright messages to that race of people who are driven up in their solar panel, on their solar plex, who are driven up to receive this higher intelligence. Something has to happen first, and I'm going to talk about what has to happen first in Supermen, Superwomen project in the part 3, because that's why I only want listeners to come, or people who are in tune. See, because when the nigger man and the nigger woman come, their minds are so messed up, they can't get it. So they got love and they got concern for the black race. They got concern for niggas with their pants hanging down in the projects, smoking weed, with their pants hanging off their ass, or some chick on welfare somewhere with 7 and 10 kids who don't want to do nothing with herself, or some nigga woman who's going around talking about she educated, or some handkerchief head nigga. They're not the future. You understand that? The conscious and the educated are not the future. The intelligent ones are the future. They are the ones that are going to make the change. They are the ones who are going to be the advanced in a new world to come. Think about this. We'll be right back. Your brain is supposed to be evolving. And when your brain is evolving, you're learning more about yourself, who you actually are, your environment, the solar system, space, time, how time is divided in dimensions. This is what I wanted to teach about the environmental soldier in the project, but I felt the, let's say the obsolete obstacle. We have to push the obsolete obstacles out of our way. And I said something in the project. I said, for my bright people, limit your conversations with the black race. Limit it. And you will see just how intelligent you will begin to become. You will see how your thoughts start to further. Limit your conversations, limit your interaction with the black race, as well as the rest of the human race. Because I say the black race because the reason why people be like, oh, so what you saying, associate with the white race more, and that's what you try. That's the nigga mindset. They want to make everything black and white. No, I said to limit your conversations and interactions with the black race because you tend to be amongst them more. And they are the simple-minded. See, when you're not discussing and interacting in simple-minded conversations, your intelligence will start to advance. I'm living proof. It's not a philosophy or belief to me. I'm living proof. And no, my intelligence didn't advance by reading books from the white man or watching the white man like a lot of simple-minded niggas do, because they go, well, where did your intelligence come from? Or where did your intelligence come from if you wasn't around black people then? What you was doing, reading the white man books? You know, that's the next thing a nigga would say. You know why they would say that? Because they don't think that natural intelligence exists in the black race. They really don't think that. That's them really admitting to what I've been saying, and that is that all intelligence in their mind comes from the white man. No, my intelligence was able to build up by reception, by receiving that solar intelligence as it started to permeate throughout my body based on the interaction with it and my solar plex. Your brain is supposed to start to light up. Just as your solar plex is burning, your brain is supposed to start to light up. It's supposed to start opening in nerve centers and whatnot. And just as nerve centers are opening and just as flow lines are opening, there's a lighting taking place. There's a reverberation taking place. There's a brightening taking place in your brain. Things are waking up. It's like cutting the house lights on. You see that image I have up where it says 90% brain power and you see the light up of the brain? That's real. The white man knows the brain is supposed to light up. He knows more about the brain and its functions than you niggas. Why? Because you sat around and was listening. You fell for his distraction of blackness and black power and all this nonsense while you niggas was black power in it and listening to music and bopping your head and shaking your ass and being whores and faggots and everything you niggas is doing, just like acting like the white man. When you niggas was doing all of that and being distracted in the world, you know what he was doing? He was dealing with exploration, experiments, thinking, trying to think. He watched you do all that madness with the rest of his white trash brethren all that back and forth racial arguing and nonsense while he was doing his exploration. He was in school and whatnot, studying technology and science and doing his exploration, all the things that we were supposed to be in contact with and leading the charge for in the new future. You understand that? As people who were the first builders, of course, we're supposed to be ahead of everybody, but where the hell we at now? And you niggas, you had your chance. You had your chance with your black talk, with your consciousness, and all this other stuff that you think is trying to help our people. You niggas ain't did nothing because you can't help our people. You can't help our people move into the future. Just admit it. Well, you ain't got to admit it. We already see it. But yet you want to get proud and argue. So now this is the only way. The selection, the mental selection of a chosen few amongst the black race. This is the only way to advance the intelligence of a few, rather than to waste time with the many who will not get it. That's where your time is wasted. See, because when this solar shower comes, when they do start to come here, and the white man knows it, he admitted that he knows the solar shower is coming. It's going to take out these satellites. It's going to take out their power lines and all this other stuff. It's going to knock out the electricity all over the planet. All right? That's why he's preparing everything for solar energy and solar panels, because he has to have some way to refract that light or send that energy throughout the planet. Because he keeps talking about solar energy, he ain't got no other choice but to turn this planet into a solar charged planet. He ain't got no other choice. You might as well try to send that energy, that solar energy, coming in a different direction, stronger, because you've been using it to send your television messages and your radio messages. So now you're going to use it to power the planet. You ain't got no other choice. But as that comes closer, you can't stay here. The humans can't stay here. The black race won't be able to stay here. You understand that? They already got an exit plan. The elite. They got an exit plan. They're not taking the white race with them. The white race, the majority of the white race, going to die here. They're only going to take an elite group of people with them. Notice Richard Branson's space shuttle. You know how much it costs to get on his space shuttle? $1 million. How many white people got $1 million? And forget you niggas. How many white people got it? You understand? So he's an elitist. The white man, he's an elitist. He ain't taking all his people with him. He don't care about the whole white race. You understand that? He already know. You understand? Sounds about right. You know? They're irrelevant. They're irrelevant to the elite. Your white race is irrelevant, just as the black race. Because they've moved on. They ain't dealing with that racial thing no more. They trying to get out of here, and they talking about building civilizations elsewhere on different planets. They shuttling the hell out of here. They already made their plan. So the so-called bright race, they going through their evolution. So it's time for the so-called black race to go through an evolution. Into the bright race, into the intelligent race. That's what we advocating with the knowledge of intellect. The knowledge of intellect is taking us to that state. But to these simple-minded Negroes, you understand? To these simple-minded Negroes, they're not going to get it. You're right, Asar L. White and black is meaningless. It is. I see that. I know that whole black thing was used by the white man to con our people into being the shadow or the colored section of their beliefs. That's why I said the birth of the bright race is coming forward. You understand? You understand? The birth of a new race out of the black race is coming forward. That's what we advocate in the state of mental through the knowledge of intellect. A people who are not worried about the black race or the white race. You know? It's all about the evolution of a people out of the black race. Our intelligence is important, not the race. Our intelligence. We don't care about good and bad. We don't care about black and white. We care about intelligent versus ignorant. We're interested in the intelligent ones of our people who are coming out of the black race, who will be known as the bright race, the mental ones, the high mental beings. That's all we're concerned about. That's all we're interested in teaching, things like supermen, from black men to supermen too, from black women to superwomen too. That's all we're interested in. That's all I'm interested in teaching. See, because it's too much confusion to teach people within the black race. because they got too many different beliefs. They got too many different divisions. Anybody who can't get on the same page and realize, hey, you know what, all these divisions and these beliefs and all these things is BS, anybody who can't get on that page, there's something wrong with you. You understand? When all these divisions came from the white man, you're not smart enough to see that? If you're not smart enough to see that the divisions and things that, you know, we have amongst each other today, whether it be Islam, Christianity, Judaism, you know, whatever, you know, all these old past beliefs or whatever, you can't see that these all came from the white man. If you can't get that, then you don't deserve to be a part of a new race of people, because all you're going to do is bring confusion. That proves that you're not intelligent. You got niggas who sit up here and act like Christianity just dropped out of the sky instead of coming from the white man. You understand? You got niggas who sit here and act like Islam came out of the sky from some fake god. You understand? Some spook, fake, invisible god. Instead of knowing factually and historically that we were enslaved under the Arabs, the white Arabs with Islam. You understand? They act like that never happened. You understand? Or the Israelites, who was always in bondage for breaking law, they want to continue breaking the law. They want to keep sleeping with white women and everything else. So you niggas, you right along with them. You understand that? All that's going out the window in the future for the bright race. It's all about intelligent and ignorant. And the new people who are coming along in this state are not going to be the people who are still caught in Egypt, who are still caught in Israel, Africa, and all that nonsense, because none of that's going to matter in the future. None of those are going to matter. It's going to be about one people who are on the same wavelength mentally. There will be no more distractions. There will be no more disagreements. Everybody will be mentalists, mental beings, mentalians. Everyone who is of that bright race, who is accepting this knowledge of intellect. This is the evolution of the black race. That's why I said in the thing, from black men to supermen, from black women to superwomen. Obviously, you're going from black people to supreme people. You understand? The black race in the state they are in now are not supreme. They're not supreme. I mean, it's pretty simple. But to the average Negro today, the educated niggas and the conscious niggas, it's like the first time the Rubik's Cube came out. It's complicated like that, but it shouldn't be to the intelligent ones. It's very simple. Either you on board with the evolution of our people, you know what I'm saying, the bright ones of our people who are going to come out of the black race, or you stay with the black race and die. Stay with them. Stay amongst their ignorance. That's what it is. No more this brother and sister crap because we got the same complexion in our skin. That's a bunch of BS. Because these same niggas will turn around and rob you, rape you, bust in your house, sell your kids drugs, cut your kids in the face for iPods. Don't give me this black bull. You understand that? My black brother and sister. I said more good organizations were destroyed by black niggas, whether they was helping the white man or not. They took down all that, and they was allowed to take them down and destroy them because everybody believed in the black complexion thing, the skin game. Not so in the state of mental. Not so within the mentalians, not so in the knowledge of intellect. You are judged on your intelligence. And that sister yesterday in the project gets a goddamn 0. She gets a 0. In the school of intellect, she gets a 0. She said she was insulted because I said the average black woman is not intelligent, and she got insulted. I said so is the average black man, because of course she already knew, she thought it was a gender thing, and she said, "Oh, you an elitist." She said, "Brother, you trying to be an elitist? That's wrong." I said, "Why?" I said, "Why is that wrong to want to be an elitist, to want to be better?" You know, oh, because you think I'm putting people down? Let me tell you something. These same niggas who sit up here and talk about the Egyptians, the Sumerians, those were elitists. I got a message for you. Those were elitists. All right? In order for you to build such a society like that and a system like that, you had to be elite people and think of yourself as elite people. You understand? So now, but you connect yourself to those people, and she said, yeah. Well, then you consider yourself to be an elitist too. Why didn't you connect yourself to the Africans who was running around with their ass hanging out, beating on drums? Why you connect yourself with these so-called Egyptians who are society builders? Why do most black people want to choose to connect themselves with those people from the past than the Africans who was running around with their ass out, beating on drums, living in grass huts? Why? That's an elitist move. You damn right I'm an elitist. You damn right I want the best for my people. Don't give me this bullshit about, well, that's wrong. No, nigga, it ain't wrong. I said, well, you know what, sister? If you think it's right, then go date the little nigga on this corner with his pants hanging off his ass. Why you don't invite him in your house? Don't give me this bull. Just because we real enough to say the truth. You don't want the little nigga to stand on the corner. You ain't trying to talk to him. You don't want the little nigga standing in the corner with his pants hanging off his ass, smoking weed in your house, or dating your daughter, or talking to you. You ain't you talk. Oh, but he your brother, right? He your brother. Why you won't let your brother in your house? Or the chick in the projects who want to ride the welfare system, or smoke weed, or they sit on the goddamn project bench and drink Pepsi soda. You understand? Why you won't let her in your house? Is she your sister? Don't give me this black race, I'm for my people bull. You understand? Don't give me that bull. We are making judgments. Yes, we are, goddammit. We making judgments. It's time for judgmental things to come out. Judgmental. It is Judgment Day. What do you think Judgment Day is? They say the Lord is going to judge. He's judging the minds of the people. You understand that? My people are the bright race, not the black race. You understand that? My people are the future intelligent people who are coming out of the black race, not the black race, because the black race is full of confusion. So if you saying your people is the black race, then you are crazy, because the black race is crazy. If you associate yourself with people, you understand? If you associate, yeah, well, that's the black race. They consider themselves the black race. That's your philosophy. L, you say there's no such thing as blacks. Well, the black race don't believe that. You going to get in an argument with the Pan-African people. They don't believe that. They'll tell you they black. They'll get in this argument all day. That's your belief. Then obviously, if you say there's no such thing as black, then you must be talking about different people as your people. You understand that? So that goes to tell you. That goes to show you that these people, you understand, we are severing ourselves and we are dividing ourselves based on intelligence, based on the ability to receive higher intelligence. Yeah, well, if they were taught that they black and they born into the lie, they want to accept it. So now that's who they are. That whatever you accept you to be, if you say you a nigga, then you a nigga. If you say you black and you own it, then nigga you own it. That's it. We ain't trying to tell them how many, bro, you know, many times I done gotten conversations with people in that black terminology, and these niggas will fight you tooth and nail. I say, all right, you know what, go be black. You black. That's it. You understand? That's it. I'm not arguing with you no more. You black. Who am I to argue with you? You black. We not black. We for the evolution of the bright race. That's it. It's two different people. You understand that? We two different people. We dealing with the solar intelligent beings. We dealing with the solar beings. We talking about the bright race. Two totally, the Mentalians, the almond race. That's what we talking about. That's who I'm talking about raising up and teaching in the Supermen, Superwomen project. That's who I'm raising up. I'm not interested in the black race. I'm not interested in the confusion and the Pan-Africanism. I'm not interested in that. You understand that? The almond race. I'm going to put it in the chat room, because that was a pronunciation of the word, but it's actually the almond race. It is a race of people. When you're talking about a God race or gods, that's just a race of people. You understand? Gods and angels and all that nonsense back when they try to make it into some spiritual spooky stuff, that's just a race of futuristic people who came back in the past and into the present. And they're making their connection to our people in this present day to move them into the future. That's real. If that's not real to you niggas today in the black race who still believe in some spook god in the sky, sitting on the cloud with a goddamn robe and a butt in the throne, and y'all praying in the east, or you believe in some white Jesus or some black Jesus, then like I said, you niggas are in no condition to argue about anything. Exactly. It is a white man's concept. All that angel and God stuff is a white man's concept. I said what you're calling angels and gods and supreme beings are just people. Those are black futuristic people. Those are black, so-called black people who've advanced to bright race or intelligent mental beings, advanced mental beings who are using more percentage of their brain, 100% of their brain, which puts them ahead of the so-called mankind and the rest of the human race in this present day and time. God and his angels and that advanced, that supreme being race is just people who are highly advanced. They are the people who came out of your black race. That's who your God people are. That's who the people are who created the universe, the human race, and everything on here. We are descendants of them, and they are our ascendants, meaning our future race. You understand that? You know why it's so hard to comprehend? You know why it's so hard to comprehend? Because, like I said, bro, these Negroes is caught in the past and the present, and it didn't come from the white man. That's why it's hard to comprehend. You are obviously of the bright race, of the future beings. That's why you understand this, or you have an understanding of this. These niggas who don't get it, they still married. Their mind is still married to the philosophies of the white man. You understand? Their minds are still caught in the past and the present. Their minds can't go past Africa. Their minds can't go past Asia or the Asiatic black man. Their mind can't go past Islam. Their mind can't go past Christianity. Their mind can't go past Egypt. Their mind can't go past any of that, because to them there's nothing more than that. That's why they don't comprehend it. Like I said, people who are stuck in the past and in the present. We are future people. The God race has always been future people. You understand? They don't get it. They're caught in the past and the present. Mentellect is here to bring our people in this present day and time into the future. That is the knowledge of a supreme people. That is the knowledge of a people who are going to live beyond the black race. There is an evolution going on. If you have an inclination that you are different than the black race, that you don't want to sit around smoke weed all day, or that you don't want to lay up with the white man and the other races, that you're looking for an intelligent black man or an intelligent black woman who's thinking on a higher level, who's not caught up in the whole black and white thing, but you don't want to mix your seed, and you know that we are not of the human race, but you don't exactly know, but you know we are of something else, and you're not caught in the white man's way of thinking. You're an independent thinker, and you are open to logic. You understand? And you are open to higher. If you are open to logic and common sense, then you are open to higher intelligence. You are open to the knowledge of mentellect, because the foundation of mentellect is based in logic. You understand? And common sense, or should I say chosen sense. That's the foundation. Nothing I will ever say will not be based in common sense or chosen sense and logic. Everything that's real, all knowledge that's real, is based in common sense and logic. You go and run all the things that black people believe in this society through you put it up in that test common sense and logic against everything that black people believe in this society that they got from the white man and the other races, and I bet you it'll all fail. Put religion up against common sense and logic, which that sister believed in, the Muslim sister who came to our project yesterday, swearing up and down she believed in Allah and all this, and want to argue with me, but you believe about some man who has some vision, some Arab somewhere that you never met 1,400 years ago had the vision that he talked to a spook god. You sit up here and believe that, but then you're going to argue with us about what makes sense and what don't. You sit around here believing your life based on some premonition or some so-called spiritual dream or concept of some Arab. This is how you live your life. And what they were doing 1,400 years ago, based on some dream or some so-called connection some Arab said he had with some god in the sky, but then you're going to sit up here and tell us about what makes sense and what don't. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's not even your own way of thinking. That's not even your own intelligence coming out of your mouth. That is the intelligence. That's not even no intelligence. That's the concept and the theory of some white man that comes out of the black person, the average black person's mouth. You understand? That is what's coming out of the majority of the black race's mouth. Some fake philosophy, some fake religion, some fake theory from the white man, or some Arab, or some goddamn Hindu. That's what's coming out of the black race that they want to stand up and get proud over. That they want to sit up here and argue about intellect with. Why? Because it didn't come from a white man. You understand that? That's really what the problem that the black woman got, or the black man got, with this knowledge. And that's the problem that they're going to have with this knowledge that we've given, and the knowledge of intellect, that it didn't come from the white man. You understand? And it didn't come from me. It came through me to raise the bright race out of the black race. You understand? But they can't accept that. That's not real. Oh, brother, where you getting that from? Oh, sister, where the hell you getting Islam from? Oh, brother, where the hell you got Christianity from? Or where you got this whole thing where you trying to follow what the Egyptians did? You understand that? Where did you get that from? That was based on their own limited perceptions and theories. This ain't based on no limited perception and theory of mine, because like I said, I don't have a personal philosophy. You got knowledge that comes from people, and you got knowledge that comes through people. Knowledge that comes through people is the knowledge that's going to lead people into the future. Knowledge that comes from people keeps people right where they are, keeps them stagnant in a philosophy, going in circles. And what is the black race doing right now? I could prove that you know that their knowledge is right from the white man, and that it comes from his personal philosophy. Because what has it done? Has it moved our people into the future? Has Christianity moved into the future? That sister that came in our class talking about Islam, she ain't doing nothing that these people wasn't doing 1,400 years ago. That proves that it came from Muhammad, some man and his own philosophy, because it has not moved the people into the future. Whenever a God or a supreme being or a God race or a supreme force comes to elevate man, it's going to move this. He's going to give them knowledge to move them into the future, meaning they should not be practicing the same things they was practicing yesterday. So that proves that she following a personal philosophy of a man. This knowledge of intellect will not have us thinking the same way we was thinking yesterday. It will not have us doing the same things we was doing yesterday. That proves that it's coming from on high. It's coming from beyond me. It's coming from the future. You practicing things in the past. Then you want to question what we doing, because you really don't want to change, because you accepted the philosophies of man. I don't care if it's the white man. I don't care if it's the black man. I don't care if it's the yellow man. I don't care if it's the East Indian who is the real black man. No. We moving on from all of it. It's not no thing where, oh, we getting on the white man because it's the knowledge came from. We don't want no knowledge that comes from no man. We want knowledge that comes through. That's because the knowledge that comes through is going to be the knowledge that's going to advance us in the future. When the white man was used as an instrument to present technology, we were supposed to take that knowledge and move on and recognize it as knowledge from the future that came through him, not from him, but that knowledge was supposed to be coming through us. But we were so caught up on this whole black and white garbage and this racism and trying to be like the white man and trying to be accepted within the human race and trying to, like we still trying to do kissing ass for everybody else, that we wasn't receiving that higher intelligence. Because we were so caught up on this black and white thing and trying to be the carbon copy black versions of them. You still see it in our people today. Some brother posts on my page about black superheroes. He puts up here the Black Avengers. Or the black, and I'm not taking a shot at the brother because it's, I'm not trying to get at the brother. I understand, he wanted to see black characters and stuff like that. But I said Marvel still owns these characters. And he said, well, maybe they'll make a movie for us one day, hopefully. Why are you waiting on them to do anything for you? Why are you waiting on them to give us more characters or give us a chance? We don't want no goddamn chances. We want to make our own chances. You understand? But the mentality is a slave mentality. The black mentality, the black mentality is a slave mentality all day. Mental slaves. And Mentellect has come to free the people who are caught in the black prison, the prisons of your mind. It come to free our people. Trying to explain future intelligence to people who are caught in the past and the present is useless. Trying to advocate the survival of people who are caught, the future survival of people who are caught in the past, in the future, in the past and the present, is irrelevant. I told a sister in the class yesterday, the knowledge of Mentellect and the survival and things like that, because there's a lot of things I was going to introduce in the environmental soldier thing, or the part of the project of the supermen, superwomen, that won't even resonate to her. You understand? It's about more than just planting food. It's about more than just self-defense. It's about more than just, the biggest thing she missed. I said on there, learn collectivism over individualism. And that's the big thing with these conscious niggas. They want to be individuals. I'm not teaching individuals. I told in the beginning, I said I'm not teaching individuals, and I'm not teaching the black race, because the black race only wants to divide into individuals because they have a selfish mentality. When I'm teaching group strength, I'm teaching the rise of an intelligent people who are deemed necessary to survive into the future, to receive this higher intelligence, to raise a bright race. I'm not interested in teaching niggas who just want to sit here and suck up oxygen and live. Hell, if you wanted to learn urban farming and all that, you can go to the white man. Go. Don't stop listening to the white man. Go to the white man to learn that. Go to him. Because I asked, what is your purpose? I asked her, what is your purpose for wanting to survive? What is your purpose? You should have a purpose for wanting to survive, not just because you want to eat and because you're scared to die. Being scared to die should not be your only sole purpose for wanting to live. But see, to a nigga, they don't get that. To your average human, they don't get that. They want to live for what? That's why if you ever notice, when the end of the world is talked about coming, niggas, they'll try and live and survive, but the majority of our people, they'll just lay and die. They'll be like, all right, this is it. Let me do what I got to do. I'm going to get my sex on. I'm going to smoke my weed. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to just go ahead and die, son. You know what I'm saying? Time coming. They're not going to try to think beyond that because they can't. They're not going to try and survive and think beyond that because they can't. They're going to do what they have fallen into becoming creatures of habit of. Smoke, drink, have sex for the last time. And that's it. Because they don't understand anything beyond what they've been doing. So once that life comes to an end, some of them are okay with it. Some of them might try to fight and struggle and be like, they're going to try and survive a little bit. But then, like I said, what's the use after a while? What's the point? Like I said, people say that's elitist. Why you don't want to do nothing for black people and this, that, and third. I say, yeah, I want to do a lot for black people. I want to stop them from being black. I want to stop them from trying to interact with the white man. I want to raise my children to come amongst their own other mentalists, other mentalians, people who are advanced in their thinking. You understand? See, because when you say automatically that you're not trying to advance the black race, black people already that. Oh, so you're trying to beat out the white. See, they play the white and black thing. They don't think that you're just trying to be better. I don't want to mix my seed with the white race or anybody else within the human race. I'm interested in mixing. I don't even want to mix my seed with the black race or people who got that black mentality. You understand that? I want to mix my seed with a bright woman, one who is of a highly intelligent seed or bloodline that's coming out of the black race. So no, this is not about race. It's about intelligence. That's what it's about. Ultimately, that's all it's ever been about. When you had the Egyptians, like I said, they didn't want to be amongst the Africans because they were intelligent. They didn't want to sit in grass huts. They wanted to build societies. They didn't want to jump around with their ass out butt naked. They wanted to build societies. You understand? They inspired the white man to build his societies. The same societies, you niggas who so-called talk about the black race and this, that, and the very being connected to Africa, same Africa that y'all don't want to live in, but you want to talk about, oh, you was for what Garvey did. Well, if you niggas was for so much for what Garvey did, why don't you continue on what he was doing? Go back to Africa. You understand? Go and live that life that you claim you're a part of. If you calling yourself African American, go back to Africa. You understand? Cultivate a life there. Because you're not doing nothing here in America but eating, spending your money with the white man and waiting to die. You're not bringing any higher intelligence here. You're not trying to bring your people together. You're not trying to advocate or bring in or be the instruments of new intelligence or higher intelligence. You're not doing that here. You educated niggas are not doing that. Neither are you conscious niggas. All you doing is spitting out the same philosophies and theories and all the things you got from the white man. Whether you read it in his books via Karl Marx, like the nigga woman was saying yesterday, or some Nostradamus, you understand? Or the Mayans, or some people who are not our people. You know, you big on talking about that. That's all you coming out your mouth with. Or go back and talk about your Islam that you got from talking about some Arab. You understand? Or some Christian Jesus nonsense. You understand that? That's what you want to be a part of. But the fact that we are talking beyond this, I know it shocks the hell out of the black people that are listening to this. Like, where is he coming from? He's not talking against black people, but in a way he is. You know, he's not for the white man, but I don't get it. You know why you don't get it? Because you're stuck in the past and the present. Obviously, this is future thought. People who are stuck in the past and the present are not going to get it. They're not going to understand it because they're not of the future. Their way of thinking is not of the future. This doesn't intrigue them because, you know, they're confused. You understand that? The bright race is rising out of the black race. It is an evolution that's going on amongst the black race where the black race will cease to exist and a brand new people will come out of that. They will be the Mentelians. There will be no more Africa. There will be no more Europe. There will be no more Asia. A new race of people are coming out of the black race. And the majority of the black race is going to die because they're in a stage of confusion. And without the white race here to take care of them, like they're taking care of you now with their systems, what are you going to do but fall in, cave in? The black race is going to turn against each other. And it'll be a chosen few people that will be smart enough to come together under one new flag, one new order. You understand? One new flag, one new order, and they will move forward as a new race, a bright race, because there'll be no white race to balance them off on. Bright race, intelligent race, solar intelligent race. Has nothing to do with light skin and dark skin. Solar intelligent beings are light skin, dark skin, all that. Of the brown complexion. There is no such thing as black people for the sister who might be listening right now. For those of our people who don't see this taking place thinking this is my own philosophy on what I'm saying. No, it's not my philosophy. I can see it clearly. The people that came to our Supermen, Superwomen project see it clearly. You understand? They see it. You understand that? So if you got two, three people see something, obviously an image is starting to generate in their heads. It's starting to generate. That means an image is being seen. We're looking into the future. You understand? We see it. The majority of the black race is not going to see that. They're not meant to. You understand that? The majority of them are not meant to see it. The majority of our people of the so-called black race are not meant to become those solar intelligent beings. The majority of the black race are going to stay in darkness until they die. They're waiting for death. And some of our people are going to be smart enough to survive that. They're going to receive intelligence from the future to move them into the future in this present state. And it's happening right now. That knowledge that they're going to receive is the knowledge of intellect. Knowledge for the mentally elect, the chosen ones. Guidance. Bright knowledge. This is real. There's always been people who would receive higher knowledge and advanced knowledge. For people who got a problem with that, then you with the black race. Go die with the black race. Go die with the white race. Go die with the majority of the humans. Hell, I told you the white man already seen the writing on the wall. He ain't stupid. I'm talking about your elite white people. Your Richard Bransons, your billionaires. They, like I said, they selling seats on the shuttle. $1 million a pop. You think they playing? Why you think they doing it for nothing? They ain't taking you niggas with them. Because you heard a black man and say, well, if the white people go, what's going to happen to us? You niggas could forget it. That's what's going to happen. You understand? That just show you, that proves to you. I had somebody say it to me. Somebody said, well, if they take the stores up there, how we going to eat? That's the mentality. You know? That's the mentality. You niggas exist. You exist to suck off the white race. To suck off their energy. For they depend on their programs. Because y'all can't get together and do your own thing. You don't want to. You can't cooperate long enough. You in a state of confusion. And because our people are trying to come out of the confusion within the bright race, trying to make that solar intelligent connection, you got niggas that got a problem with that. Oh, what you trying to be? Why you ain't down with us? Nigga, because I don't want to be down with you. We don't want to be down. We don't want to be down. If we got to be down with you to be down with you, then we ain't down. No, we don't want to sit around and talk about America, and the damn white man and Egypt, and it's us against them. We tired of this talk. Mental is moving us beyond that. Mental is moving us beyond that. We up, and we coming together. The bright race is coming together. We drawing the line in the sand. We don't want to be like you. Mentellect is feeding us solar intelligence. It's coming through me, and I'm sharing it with my people. My people are picking it up. That was proof of that in the Supermen, Superwomen project, that a solar race is coming up, that God race, that ascension is coming, and the black race is not a part of it. The majority of our people is not a part of it. It's no different than when they talked about in the Bible that 144,000 that elect. That's what that was talking about. This day right here now, where the elect are coming out of the children of Israel. The children of Israel are your black race. The children of Israel are the people who are coming out of the black race. Because what do your children do? They come out of you, out of the parent. So yes, the black race is the parent because they are in darkness. And a bright race will come out of them. A higher intelligent race will come out of them. And that's happening now. That's the real analogy of the 144,000. Those who are on a fifth dimensional state, who are vibrating on a fifth dimensional state. You understand? Really, a nine-dimensional state. We're going to go to a nine-dimensional state, really. Thus, the letter 144, which equals 9. We're going to go to a nine-dimensional state, actually, in time. But the time is now, where we're going to just start to move off of the three-dimensional state. You understand? Where our perceptions are going to get clearer. The pictures are going to get clearer. The mental power is going to get stronger. For you black people that got a problem with that, say, oh, this is just I don't understand where he coming from with that. Black power, brother, black power. Black power your ass off of this broadcast. Black power your ass out. This ain't for you. This ain't for the white race. This ain't for the black race. This ain't for the human race. This is for the almond beings, the bright race. A new species that was always hidden amongst the black race. Like I said, to these niggas out here who scoff at what we saying, they think this world is real. They look at the life of the niggas that sit up here and say, oh, well, peace out, brother. I don't know what y'all talking about. Peace out. Look at your life. What does your life consist of that you can scoff at what we're saying? Islam, Christianity, Judaism, religion, the philosophies of some man that you can't even prove. It makes no sense. What metaphysics? for the philosophy of some other white man, some white philosophy, from some Greek old worn out ass white philosophy. You calling yourself metaphysics? That's the philosophy of a white man. You understand? Africa, another philosophy of the Romans, white men. The idea that a continent of people exist on something called a continent. You understand? In sections, when our people was all over the damn planet. You understand that? All your philosophies, all your beliefs, all your ways of thinking that you niggas sit up here and scoff at us, all your philosophies, your beliefs, and your limited ways of thinking came from the white man. You understand that? Straight up. All of it. So you niggas are in no condition, the black race is in no condition to sit up here and scoff at us talking about the bright race. At least we thinking for ourselves. We starting to think on our own. We trying to power up our brains. And you niggas got a problem with it because you can't do yours because your mind is stuffed full of white bullshit. You understand that? That's why you got a problem with this. You don't want to clean it out your head. You don't want to clean the crap out of your head. You don't want to clean that slave mentality. You don't want to stand up like real men and real women. You understand? Independent. See, because like I said, when you married yourself onto that whole black thing, all you did was make yourself the opposite end of the white race. When you married yourself onto that black thing, or whether you say, well, we was calling ourselves black before the white man, brother. Well, whether you did or not, the fact that whether he called himself white and you call yourself black, y'all still married together. Y'all forever married. You're forever married to these people. You can't imagine a life without them. But they can imagine a life without your black ass. You understand? And they doing it. They doing it. That's why you niggas so mad, because they don't care about a damn about you. You understand? They don't give a damn about you. We cared about our people, but we know the majority of our people don't care about their future. They don't care about their damn self. So for our people to give a damn, who care, who want to see the future come, you understand, who want to bring that future in as people who are not living and trying to be part and parcel with their handouts to the white man, looking for a handout, looking for a gripe, looking to complain because he didn't give you some extra crumbs off the table. He didn't give you a goddamn program to follow. You mad because he didn't give you no money, because he didn't give you no slave reparation money or whatever bull. You understand? That you real niggas mad about because he didn't give you enough money to turn around so you can go buy some Nike sneakers and a BMW or Mercedes Benz and ball out. That's what you niggas mad about. Because if he gave you conscious and educated niggas some money, that's all you going to go do with it. You're going to give it right back to him to buy more material. Because that's all y'all about. You won't even build schools for your children. You won't do that. And if you do, it's going to be schools that's going to teach them the same BS that you learned from him all your goddamn life. More of his philosophy, more of his education, more of his goddamn conscious garbage. You understand that? We're giving our people intelligence. That's what we're leaving behind for our children in the future. We're not interested in anything that you're talking about. We're continuing with the evolution of the bright race. In our Supermen and Superwomen project, black people are going to have a problem with that. Those of you who thinking beyond the black race, who don't fix your whole identity to the so-called black title, come out and listen. You understand? Because it's about the intelligence of who you are. It's not about some fake title that you married yourself onto. Because all these titles out here are fake. Muslim, Christian, Israelite, black, Rasta. All these things you can call yourself, Pan-African. All that stuff is fake. Egyptian, Nubian, all that's fake now. All that's of the past. All that's based on man's limited perceptions. You understand that? But when we say the word mentalist, that's not based on my perception. When I speak about the knowledge of intellect, that has nothing to do with me. I'm just the instrument that's bringing it through. Because was the mental, are you not receiving mental messages? The ones of our people who are of the bright race, you niggas who in of the so-called black race who caught up in the white man's philosophy, y'all niggas ain't receiving nothing. All you doing is, like I said, you doing your daily routines. That's it. You just following like good sheep, like good brain dead black sheep. But I'm talking about receiving higher knowledge and receiving, passing mental transmission to one another. Did that come from me, or was our people doing that at one point in time? Are our people doing that now? Are we not supposed to be here to receive intelligence? In some sort of way, we're supposed to be receiving intelligence. So that's not from me. That's not. No, I don't have a theory. But you know why people say, "Oh, this is this guy Nubin's own philosophy and this." You know why the niggas say that? So they could discard it as, "Oh, it ain't nothing. It's just coming from him. That's just his opinion." So they could discard it. But you niggas live your life based on the philosophies and opinions of a white man. When you niggas live your philosophy, when you black women sewing dead hair into your head, when you sitting around here trying to copy Nicki Minaj, and you talking about Barbie, and you got you getting your nails done, and you buying shopping, or you believe in Jesus Christ and Christianity and Islam and all that. That's the philosophy of the white man. You accepted that, no problem. You understand? Maybe it's that you got a problem accepting something that's coming through a black man, a so-called black man, somebody who look like you, but you got no problem. You think that the things that you doing today came from on high, that it's really something real, but it's nothing but some nonsense from the white man and the rest of the human race. But you can accept that, though. I would have respected it more if you so-called black people who talk this, we rejecting this nonsense. You calling mental, like saying, "Oh, that's your own philosophy," or this. I would respect it more if you came with your own way of thinking. I could respect that more. You understand? At least that'd be real. Okay, you got your own real way of thinking, but you ain't got no way of thinking. You ain't gonna have no real way of thinking that didn't come from the white man in this society. We the only ones that's coming with a knowledge that's coming from beyond the white man in this society. We the only ones in the state of the mentalians, with the knowledge of mental. That knowledge didn't come from him. What we given didn't come from him. And so I guess it's not familiar to y'all. And like the good slave niggas that you are, the good modern day slave niggas that you are, that's all you can accept. You black men who are looking to come out of you so-called black men who are coming out of the black race, who are coming into that bright stage of knowledge, get away from the black woman. You black women who are you so-called black women who are coming into the bright race, into that bright stage, get away from the black man, because they're in a stage of darkness. There's no light for them. You understand? But I'm gonna show you something funny and something to wake up one said. Notice how niggas kept talking about they trying to shine. They trying to shine. I want to shine. Ain't that funny? Bright, shine. They look at shining as the highest state of being. When they talking about shining. Ain't that funny? They talk about shining. Y'all want to shine. I want to look good. I want to shine. That's what the bright race does by way of intelligence. But they look at it as it comes out to them. Shining comes out to them as that on the material realm. Showboating, coonery. That's the only way they understand shining. They don't understand shining on the mental level. You understand? Can you shine on the mental level? In order to shine on the mental level, you got to get out of the black state of mind. You understand that? You got to get out of this us against them mentality, because pretty soon there ain't going to be no them for you to be against, nigga. Ain't going to be no them for you to be against. You understand? They moving on. They ain't thinking about that. They moving on beyond. That's why they keep promoting, we're in a post-racial society, because to them, they moving on beyond racism. They trying to get in ships and get the hell out of here, and they like the hell with you. They'll take a few niggas with them, some good handkerchief head niggas, and all that. They'll take a few of them, so-called ones they accept that they like, and they gonna go with them. Them niggas got $1 million seats on the shuttle. You niggas ain't going. They ain't taking on the white race. They just gonna leave you here in chaos. Watch y'all kill each other off and everything else. You ain't gonna have the money to go. You understand? They're gonna watch you all divide off and kill each other. These are all things that's being played out. It's not me making this up. This ain't me. Like I said, did your Nostradamus and your Karl Marx talk about men going into space and breeding a new people on another planet, because that's going on. Exit plans. Stage left. Mentellect is supposed to guide our people in the future. You will not be guided into the future with this way of thinking today. You will not be guided into the future with these things we got today. You won't be guided into the future with Pan-Africanism, because there ain't going to be no more Africa in a minute. You understand? Ain't going to be no more, there's a reason why you see the Africans dying from famine. You understand? The white man, he pushing the evolution along. That's all part of evolution. The Africans dying from famine and stuff like the East Indians, all them coming in and they sucking off the last bits of your African minerals and resources. They sucking that off. You know why they taking it? Because they using it to fuel life on another planet. Obviously. They taking it because the elite of them are using it to fuel life on another planet. Soil matchings of soil, cultivating soil on other planets to match the fertile soil here. You understand that? You black people, like I said, black people, just because you niggas live there, it's just like here in the hood. Y'all don't own Africa. Y'all don't own Africa. It's just like you niggas in the hood. Y'all live in the projects, but y'all don't own them. You understand? Y'all live in the hood, but you don't own nothing in the hood. That's the same way Africa works out. So when you niggas proud of this African crap, understand you can't even claim Africa. All your African leaders are puppets for the white man. You understand? He owns their resources. At least here, we know what's what. We know what's real. You niggas are still in an illusion of the past and the present. You still caught up in this whole thing. We done looked into the future. We done seen already what's going on. We don't even care. Like I said, we don't care about the present state, because the white man controls what you see in the present. The white man controls what you see in the past. How does he do that? By way of his history books. By the books you sit up here and read, he controls what you read in the past and in the present. That's why the Egyptians were smart enough to produce pictures. Obviously, they produced pictures for a reason, because they knew that the white man was going to lie about who they was. You understand that? He knew that the people that come behind them, the so-called black people that came behind them, their descendants or their ascendants, which we are actually their ascendants. You understand? But it seemed like we are descending. He knew that the white man would lie about who they were. So they wanted to leave images of themselves. They were smart enough to do that. That's the only way we know that the Egyptians are black today, or the ancient Nubians and all of us black, because of the pictures. It ain't because of nothing the white man really wrote in his book. Because on any stuff where the white man was, before they was really pushing racism, that the Greeks and the Romans wrote, that was talking about the Egyptians being black, the white man kind of hid that. He pushed that to the side. So you're not going to get any intelligence to guide you in the future from things he gave in the past or in this present state. You're going to have no other choice but to receive future intelligence. That's going to come through the state of mental, through the knowledge of intellect. Because it's going to come a time where the black race is going to be desolate. You understand? They're going to be desolate. They're going to be lost and turned out. Nobody's going to have a system to feed them or take care of them anymore. That's going to be it. That's coming. That time is coming. You understand that? That's what I tried to tell the sister, explain that to the sister in there when in the Supermen, Superwomen project, or why I'm teaching that. I said I'm teaching that type of survival skill to environmental soldiers, to a future race of people, not to the black race, but people who are coming out of the black race. Because you couldn't even set up that kind of structure or produce that kind of discipline in the black race now. You get niggas, if all this came to end, niggas would be sitting up here fighting each other over food, stabbing each other, raping each other, women, all that nonsense, because there's no discipline, there's no order there. Mentellect is the order for the bright race. It's the order of the ages for the bright race, the Mentalians. Those who are coming out of the black race, who have advanced their way of thinking. This advancement comes with the evolution of your thinking and the growing of your thought process and the advancing or the expansion of your brain power. As your brain starts to expand, there's no way you're going to be able to call yourself black anymore. As your thoughts expand, there's no way you're going to marry yourself onto that title of black. We just started the process. That's all. This was going to happen anyway. Mentellect is happening anyway. You understand that? Mentellect is going to happen. All these things are in place. It's just the so-called black race trying to fight it because they want to stay in their little cerebral world of the past and the present. They don't want to move forward. They holding up progress amongst themselves, but not us, because we're moving out of their way. You will not progress with the black race. It's not going to happen, because the white man, the elite, like I said, it's not even going to be no progress with the white race. They're going through the same struggles. They're going through the same struggles today as the black race. You understand? Because I said before, anybody who's not a millionaire in this day and time, you understand? You are part of the working class people. That's why the white man introduced something called billionaires. You need $1 million to get a plane ticket on the Virgin Space Shuttle. So what is that telling you? You understand? These Negroes is thick-headed. They're not hearing. It's not going to go in their head. It's not going to go in their heads. It's only going to be for the elect. You understand that? All people have been talking about the elect, but they don't really believe that they are of the elect. So, oh well, this is what it takes to be of the elect. What it takes to be of the elect is separating yourself from people who are not. And by fact, that is not the whole black race. That's not going to happen. That's not what it is. Sorry. We all ain't the elect just because we want to sit up here and say we claim we black and we got melanin in our skin, watermelon in, whatever. Watermelanin, whatever. That don't mean nothing. I was being funny there, but that don't mean nothing because we want to claim that. We come to the end of our broadcast. Join me Wednesday night. I'm going to do a dedication to Dr. Malachi Z. York. The second mentor, I did one to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, so now I'm going to do one to Dr. York. All right? Join us Wednesday night at 9 on State of Mentel Radio. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. This has been State of Mentel Radio. We will be announcing the next Supermen, Superwomen project in July. We do this every month. So also look out for the one in D.C. for my D.C. listeners. Again, I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. Good night. What do I want to end with? Hold on. Let me see.